Trucks are getting wild again, and not in a bad way. Bigger moves, smarter powertrains, and fresh badges that might actually be worth the hype this time around. If you're the kind of driver who'd rather wait for the right rig than settle for the leftover lot specials, 2026 is already shaping up to be your year. From redesigned icons to surprise comebacks, there's a new wave of pickups coming that could shake up everything from towing charts to off-road playgrounds. Whether you're in the market to upgrade or just watching the scene closely, here's your sneak peek at the 8 upcoming trucks that are absolutely worth waiting. Number 8. So calling this a return might be a stretch. The Hemi's only been MIA for a season, barely enough time to miss it. But that's big news in a market that's been leaning hard into turbo 4s and downsized 6s. The 5.7-liter unit has always been a favorite for its smooth torque delivery and unmistakable growl, and it looks like Ram isn't ready to let go just yet. Even better, the V8's being dropped into the new body style, which brings sharper lines, tech upgrades, and a cabin that'll likely continue to set the bar. And then there's the low rumble of something even louder, early talk of a next-gen TRX. That's still in the rumor stage, but let's be honest, when the new TRX becomes official, it would immediately jump this truck from number 8 to somewhere very near the top. Number 7. Stellantis might be playing the nostalgia card with the Hemi, but General Motors is scrapping the playbook entirely. For 2026, they're giving the Silverado what it's desperately needed, a brand new V8. Not a retuned version of the current lineup, not another patch job on a powertrain that's dragged Chevy and GMC through more reliability complaints than they'd care to admit. This one's clean sheet, born from the ground up, and it had to be. Years of engine gremlins and tarnished reputations left GM with no choice but to break out the checkbook. We're talking about an $888 million investment into retooling plants and kickstarting a new era of V8 development. It's a move aimed squarely at winning back trust. Now, the numbers and specs are still under wraps, but the 2026 Silverado's new V8 isn't just about power, it's about hitting the reset button. If it delivers the way GM needs it to, this truck could rocket up the rankings in a year or two. For now, it lands at number 7. Number 6. We kicked off this list with a couple of heavy hitters, but now it's time to zoom in. The 2026 Toyota Stout is going to be a big deal in a smaller package. Compact trucks are having a moment. The Ford Maverick cracked the code, and now everyone wants in, including Toyota. We're expecting the 2026 Stout to arrive with a fuel-sipping hybrid setup that could make even the Maverick's 38 miles per gallon look nervous. That's the sweet spot: compact size, daily driver practicality, and the kind of efficiency that turns heads. Toyota's already proven they know how to build durable compact vehicles, so it's hard to imagine the Stout missing the mark. If anything, the only real surprise so far has been the delay. Not something we're used to seeing from a company that usually sticks the landing right on schedule. Still, whenever the Stout finally hits the streets, expect it to land with impact. Number 5. Staying in compact territory for a minute. Unlike the Stout, the Montana actually exists. It's on sale, it's moving units, just not here yet. Right now, the pickup is built and sold in Brazil, but General Motors is working behind the scenes to change that. Instead of importing, they're leaning toward building it stateside. That alone would give it a huge leg up, and let's be real, GM showing up with a compact truck built in America. That's a headline. Now, it's not perfect. The 2026 Montana won't use hybrid power, and it sounds like that's not in the cards anytime soon. So while the Ford Maverick and the upcoming Stout are flexing their efficiency stats, the Montana will have to play the value and practicality game instead. But that's not necessarily a deal breaker. With the right price point, a smart interior layout, and decent payload figures, this thing could make a real splash. Number 4. Now we're talking something a little different, the return of the Subaru Baja. Yep, that quirky little truck thing from the early 2000s that was part Outback, part pickup, and 100% misunderstood. Back then, it flopped, but time has a funny way of catching up to good ideas. 2 decades later, the market finally looks ready for a compact, lifestyle-focused truck with character, and Subaru's ready to give Baja another shot. This time, it's not a gamble. The company's been crushing it with their crossovers, and the pickup reboot could ride that wave right into the fast lane. Expect it to be built on their newer platform, the same one underpinning the Outback and Forester. That means a comfortable ride, and of course, the famous symmetrical all-wheel drive is standard. A flat 4-boxer engine will be under the bonnet to keep things planted and unique. Subaru's also teaming up with Toyota to add a hybrid powertrain to the mix. That's a huge plus in a segment where efficiency is now a must-have, not a nice-to-have. The original Baja might have been ahead of its time. The 2026 version? Right on schedule. Number 3. Okay, real truckers won't admit Baja, Montana, Stout, and other similar builds are trucks. That's why the top 3 kicks off with a serious player. Ford's reply to Hemi's comeback and GM's heavy investment is the dark horse trim for the F-150. This isn't just another grade. Jim Farley even described it as a full-fledged Suburban sitting alongside Raptor and Tremor. That gives you a hint. The 2026 Ford F-150 Dark Horse is meant to stand out. Expect the 5-liter V8 as the base power source, with around 400 ponies and 410 pound-feet. But the real teasing is Ford's willingness to push performance within the F-150 family, and we're betting Dark Horse taps into that mindset. The new model might gear up with off-road-ready components taken from Raptor or Tremor lineups, such as beefy suspension, skid plates, and unique badging. It's relevant here because Dark Horse gives us something different, a full-size truck with serious capability, flair, and Ford's newest Suburban energy. It may not be the loudest truck on the block, but it's a statement that the company isn't just coasting on its bestseller legacy. Number 2. The Hemi's cool and all, but Toyota's 5.7-liter V8 was legendary. Bulletproof. Ask anyone who's owned a Tundra from the last decade and change. That engine was built to outlast the truck itself. Replacing it with a twin-turbo V6 felt like a step backward. The numbers looked good on paper, but real-world reliability, not even close. Don't expect the old V8 to return under the hood of half-tonner. Instead, Toyota's cooking up something bigger, a 2026 Tundra HD with a V8 unit. If this happens, and signs are pointing that way, it's a massive move. Toyota has always been strong in the smaller lanes. Pickups, crossovers, SUVs, all hits. But in the world of big rigs, they've never been taken seriously, until now. The 2026 Tundra HD could change that overnight. With the durability of their old-school V8, paired with modern tech and full-size towing and payload chops, Toyota's finally punching into Ford's Super Duty and Ram HD territory. The timing's perfect, too. Emission standards are easing up, buyers are frustrated with turbo complexity, and there's room at the top for something fresh and proven. Number 1. Toyota Tundra HD with a V8 is untouchable in 2026? You'll change your mind soon, because Ram is gunning for the crown, and it's bringing a Cummins-powered sledgehammer to the party. The 2026 Ram 3500 is about to shatter the 40,000-pound towing ceiling. To make that happen, the truck needed more than the already stout 6.7 turbo diesel, and Cummins stepped up with a monster, an all-new 7.2-liter engine, built specifically to push the limits of what a heavy-duty rig can haul. This is an oil burner designed to deliver brute strength and keep Ram ahead of Ford's and GM's HD models. But hold up, there's more. Cummins is also cooking something that hasn't been seen in ages. A big gas configuration for the Ram 25 and 3500. That's right, a gasoline-powered alternative built off the B6.7 platform is reportedly already going through testing with a variety of output maps. If even one of these new engines makes it to production next year, Ram will rewrite the rulebook. If both land, Ford and GM better bring something serious, or they'll be left playing catch-up in a segment they've dominated for decades.